We have no tradition of formal coalitions of sharing an executive. But there are a lot of other things you can do to try to say, well, you know, if you do the following 3 things or 4 things, we'll support you over a period. Or you can have a handshake saying we're going to support you. Or you can just have a vote by vote. I mean, all those things are possible. And they're not coalitions.
Now, in our particular circumstances in 1985, the Conservatives had the most number of seats. We had the second highest number of seats. The NDP were roughly half of that.
It was a very unique situation and not, you know, not something you can say, well, that applies here or there. I mean, all these things are about arithmetic. They're about numbers. What are the numbers that justify it? You know, what are the, you know, is it justifiable for a party with so many seats to, you know, to form a government or not form a government? And I think that's the political kind of common sense argument you need to have.
We went together and found out the things we had in common. Not everything, because not everything was in common, but there were certain issues in common, and decided, and it had never been done before in legislative history, to commit those things to an accord. Now, what's an accord? It's not a legally binding document, but it was there for everybody to see, and again, you're going to be judged by the people if you do what you say you're going to do.
The principle that you need to continue to have the confidence of the House of Commons is the key principle, and that's the principle that I think everybody has to go back to.
A coalition is a very different thing. A coalition means you share executive power. That means I put, you know, if I get together with you, it's like they have in England, I put your people in the cabinet, and they not only support each other from a legislative point of view, but also from an executive point of view. That idea was put to us, by the way, in 1985, and absolutely was ruled out, so it was not a coalition.
You're not part of the executive. You're not part of the government. You're not in the government. The government consists of the people who hold cabinet seats. And Mr. Ignatieff and others have made it very clear that they don't want to have coalitions. They want to simply do it the way it's traditionally been done in Canada, which is to say minority governments carry on with the support of other parties.